Hello, it's me again, and I'm here to explain how you're going to gather your evidence. In our last video, I showed you how to break down the prompt, so here it is. This was our prompt, and remember, we decided that we were going to say that it is difficult to confirm historical discoveries. And I did my tap, and I realized that I was expository. It was expository writing. So that guy, hopefully you remember, that's going to be like an H, a weird looking H shape, right? Because there aren't two sides to it, because it's only you're only explaining. You're not trying to prove something one or the other. So this is how it's going to work. If you're not sure how this model works, go ahead and watch my other video called How to Use a Graphic Organizer for Evidence, and then that'll show you more in depth on how to use this. So I'm just assuming you either know how to use this already because you remember from class, or you've watched that tutorial to refresh your memory. Okay, so here we go. I've written the controlling idea at the top. Okay, that's the most important sentence of my whole entire essay. That's what my whole essay is about. Okay, and I'm going to read through the articles, and I'm only going to write stuff down if it has to do with making it hard to prove that something is really old. Okay, if it has nothing to do with that, then it's trash. I'm gonna have to break this up into several videos because they're two different articles, and I want to do 10-minute segments, so there could be more than one segment. So this is segment number one. So let's go ahead and start reading. Okay, so let me go back up here and let's see. On August 3rd, 1491, Christopher Columbus set sail from Spain with 3 ships on the voyage to the New World. Okay, I don't care about that. That's just giving me background information about, when he left and all that. I don't care about that. I only care if it makes it difficult to prove that something is really old. So I'm going to keep going. Only 2 made it back. Don't care. On Christmas Day, Santa Maria ran aground near the coast of Cape Haitian, which is now northern Haiti. Again, that's just some background information that has nothing to do with proving if something is old or not. Now, underwater explorer says he's found the long lost Santa Maria. Okay, there's still nothing I can use yet. On Tuesday, Barry Clifford said he discovered the remains of Columbus's flagship near the spot where it was lost. It has nothing to do with whether it's proving if it's old or not. It was precisely where Christopher Columbus said it would be. So finding something exactly where somebody said it would be is not going to make it hard to prove. That's going to make it easy because it's exactly where you thought it would be. Okay. Years earlier, Clifford photographed what he now believes to have been a 15th century wrought iron Lombardo cannon. Since then, it has disappeared. Okay. Taking a picture of something is going to make it easier to prove because you have proof, but he's saying that it's disappeared. So that's the first real evidence that I can use. It has disappeared. Okay, so remember, when we start this model, we don't know what the main idea is for this set of quotes. So I'm going to skip a line. Okay, I'm going to leave a little space and maybe make it like a little underline. That's going to be that's going to be for my main idea. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and write that quote down because that's the first one I can use. Okay, it has since disappeared. Okay, and that is source 1. So I'm going to put a S1. Okay, I might not remember what the it is. Remember, it says it right here. So just to remind myself, I'll just say that it's in paragraph 2, just to remind myself. Okay, that's in paragraph 2, in case I have to remember where that quote is for future reference. That I know that he's talking about a cannon. Okay, all right, keep going. There are only 7 Lombards that have been found in the Western world. Okay, I don't care how many he's found. That's got nothing to do with whether it's old or not. Clifford said we found the 8th exactly the distance where Columbus said it would. He lost to Santa Maria. Again, finding it exactly where you think it would be is not making it hard to prove. It's making it easy, so we can't use that. Okay, the Santa Maria drifted into a reef and has to be abandoned. Okay, there's still nothing we can use. Using the wreckage, Columbus ordered the sailors to build a fort near Haiti. Okay, they used the wreckage to build a fort near Haiti. Okay, so guess what's going to happen when somebody comes along 500 years later to try to find that wreck? Most of it's gone because they took it to go build a fort. So now there's nothing for them to find. Okay, so I can use that one too. Okay, so they use the wreckage to build a fort. Still source 1. Okay, and if I want to wonder where that came from, what they used to refresh myself, I know that it's in paragraph 4. Okay, so let me keep going. He sailed the remaining 2 ships. Okay, so he's saying that the rest of the ships went back to Spain. Who cares? Okay, Clifford's claim, which still needs to be proven, has shares naysayers. One of them is an underwater explorer, Daniel. Okay, he thinks he discovered the remains of Santa Maria. He thought he found the ship while snorkeling in 1987. Okay, that's still not telling us anything. That's just saying there's a guy that doesn't believe him, but it doesn't tell us why he doesn't believe him. Let's keep going. There's a lot of water, a lot of history around Haiti. Okay, there still doesn't tell us anything. There have been many, many shipwrecks along the coast. Okay, wait a minute. There's been many, many shipwrecks along the coast of Haiti. That's right where they think that this wreck might be. So instead of finding it by itself, in the bottom of the ocean all by itself, now there's going to be a whole bunch of shipwrecks there. So think about how if that's going to make it difficult to prove if something is old or not. Well, you're going to need the evidence from the ship, the piece of the ship, to go test it in a lab to see if it's old. But now imagine trying to find that piece of ship, that piece of that ship, with all these other ships all around you. It's going to make it difficult. It's going to be like finding a needle in a haystack. So I want to use that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that. Many, many shipwrecks along the coast. Okay. But guess what? It doesn't fit here. Does it? Because this is telling me about stuff disappearing. Okay. So this isn't related to that. So this is not related to the location being super cluttered with a bunch of other shipwrecks. So remember, when you use this model, if you come across a quote that doesn't fit with your existing quotes, you need to stop and find a main idea for these quotes here. Well, this has to do with evidence not being there anymore. Okay, so I'm going to say that it has to do with vanishing evidence. Okay, vanishing vanishing evidence. Okay, that's the main idea that links these existing quotes. Okay, I might find other quotes that fit with those, but for right now, I'm going to put those together, close that out. I'm going to skip a couple lines. Remember, I need to skip a couple of lines because I don't know if I'm going to find more evidence that fits with the vanishing evidence. But I'm going to put this guy by himself because he doesn't fit with those other guys. I don't know what the main idea is yet up here because I haven't found any more quotes about this. Okay, so let me keep going. Many, many shipwrecks. Okay, confirm it's not just canceled. Okay, so now there's violence in Haiti. We don't care about that. We only care that it's hard to prove that stuff is old. We'll keep going. But if Clifford really found the ship, it would solve a 500-year-old riddle. Whoa, there's a 500-year-old riddle about this topic. I might want to keep that in mind when I'm trying to find a hook, when I write my introduction, when I need a hook. But for right now, I can't use that. But being a 500-year-old riddle is really old, that might be something I want to use in my introduction. The question of what happened to the Santa Maria is one of history's greatest mysteries. Again, a big mystery. I might want to use that for my introduction, but it doesn't fit right now. Okay, it'd be good for Haiti's image. They're struggling to rebuild. Again, that has nothing to do. Their earthquake and rebuilding has nothing to do with proving that something's old. I can't use it. Discovery for Haiti. Again, I can't use that. They're not celebrating just yet. That's got nothing to do with proving something's old. Traveling back. Okay, that doesn't. He's going to have an exhibit. That doesn't help me. The ship has changed the course of human history. Needs to be protected and preserved for the Haitian people. Okay, protecting and preserving something is not going to make it hard to prove that it's old because it's nice and safe and it's not going to get messed up by people or by environment. It's going to be nice and safe and the evidence will be good for the lab. Okay, so I don't want that. I want stuff that's going to make it hard to prove that it's old. Something that messes up the evidence, not something that protects it. So I can't use this. That's much more valuable than gold. Again, I don't care. It's got nothing to do with proving that it's old. Okay, this is an irreplaceable resource for Haitian people. Okay, again, that doesn't help me. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going. I'm going to stop the recording now and I'll do a part 2 for the next page. Thanks.